With just days remaining before the high-stakes Trump-Putin summit, tensions are surfacing within the European Union itself over how to approach peace in Ukraine. Hungary is openly challenging the EU's unified front, revealing cracks in the bloc's stance. The European Union issued a firm statement condemning Russia's ongoing war of aggression, reaffirming its support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. The EU pledged to maintain sanctions on Russia and continue providing political, economic, humanitarian, and military aid to Ukraine. However, Hungary's Prime Minister Viktor Orban refused to back this statement, breaking ranks with his European partners. Orban sharply criticized the EU for attempting to set preconditions on a summit that the bloc itself was excluded from. The upcoming meeting between US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin.
The statement attempts to set conditions for a meeting to which leaders of the EU were not invited. The EU was left on the sidelines, and providing instructions from the bench would only make things worse. The only sensible action is to initiate an EU-Russia summit based on the US-Russia example. Let's give peace a chance.
Orban's pointed remarks expose deep frustration within Hungary at the EU's sidelining in one of the most critical diplomatic moments in recent history. He rejects what he calls the EU's overreach and insists that true progress can only come from direct dialogue with Russia. Orban's stance hasn't gone down well with Ukraine President. He called out Hungary without directing naming Orban for breaking the European unity.
26 countries, all of us in diplomatic work, in principled positions. It is clear who is 27 and who is always against everything, just to be special against. However, we contact everyone. We make our arguments to absolutely everyone.
Hungary advocates for the EU to take a page from the US, urging an EU-Russia summit as a platform for honest talks, rather than relying on sanctions and exclusionary policies that may prolong the conflict. US President Donald Trump publicly endorsed Orban's pragmatic approach, describing Russia as a country that wins through war, not diplomacy or economic competition, an assessment that aligns closely with Hungary's stance.
I asked a question to a very, very smart man that some people like and some people don't like. Viktor Orban, right? From Hungary, the head of Hungary. And he's in that same area and knows the two countries very well. I said, this was before Biden didn't do anything to get us out of it. He could have gotten us out of that. It would have never happened. I said, so can Russia be beaten by Ukraine? He looked at me like, what a stupid question. He said, Russia's a massive country, and they win their country, and they win their life through wars. They fight wars. That's what they do.
As divisions grow within the EU, the world now turns to Alaska, where Trump and Putin will meet. The outcome of their summit could reshape the future of Ukraine's peace and the cohesion of Europe itself.